Hey there, quirky peeps. Today we're gonna look at the best villain of the MCU so far. Thanos was many things. He was intellectual, strong, and an extremely menacing being. He may have been a mad titan with a god complex, and he was a terrible, terrible father. But you have to understand that he was not a liar.
We have to tear this place apart. He has to be lying.
My father is many things. A liar is not one of them.
Even though the universe looked at him as an evil destroyer who killed trillions, he thought of himself as a survivor and the savior of the universe. According to him, he was the only one in the universe with the will to make the hardest of choices. He referred to his snap as a move of mercy.
With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist, and I call that mercy.
It was mercy upon the ones that were going to survive, as they'd get a better future to build upon. And it was mercy upon the ones that perished, since they didn't have to suffer while being dusted into nothingness. If you think about it, Thanos really was a man of honor. He didn't kill anyone unless it was totally necessary or someone hindered his plans.
Spare his life, and I will give you the stone.
He killed half of the populace on several planets because that was his plan.
He did exactly what he said he was going to do. Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
He wanted to bring balance to the universe.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Too much to one side or the other.
So he went planet by planet and prolonged its life cycle by causing random mass genocides. But apart from that, he only killed others if they went against him. For instance, Heimdall was killed because he made the mistake of foiling Thanos' plan. He snapped Loki's neck because he tried to kill the Titan. But when Doctor Strange asked Thanos to spare Tony's life in exchange for the Time Stone, he did exactly that.
Spare his life, and I will give you the stone.
No tricks.
He could have killed Tony anyway after getting the stone, but he didn't. What he really wanted was for everyone to get a fair chance at survival when he snapped his fingers. So you see, even with his villainy, he was a man of honor, and his intention was noble in his own way. He was a hero of his own story, and most importantly, he hated lying.
But I never taught you to lie. That's why you're so bad at it.
I'd like to take you back to the moment of Loki's death once again. In his final few moments, the God of Mischief tried to conceal the truth. First, he hid the Tesseract with his illusion. Then he lied about pledging his allegiance to Thanos. And what did the Titan do after that? He showed no remorse to Loki. He didn't just kill the Jotun. In his mind, he was killing the true embodiment of lies. Lying just wasn't a part of his code of conduct. He wasn't brought up that way. He never taught Gamora or his other children to lie either.
But I never taught you to lie. That's why you're so bad at it.
He himself didn't lie about killing Gamora or reducing the Infinity Stones to atoms.
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
You used them 2 days ago.
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
And when Nebula confirmed the fact that he wasn't a liar, he dropped another truth bomb.
Thank you, daughter. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
It was at this moment that he truthfully acknowledged how harsh he had been with Nebula. And this self-actualization shows how he valued the notion of truth. If you think about it, he and Wonder Woman would have really gelled in an alternate universe. I mean, Wonder Woman is all about truth. Even Wonder Woman 1984 is about the truth reigning over lies. Thanos had a very strong moral compass. He lived by a code of honor, and lying in any situation would have desecrated his honor. The universe had limited resources, which had to be used judiciously.
They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass.
And Thanos knew that for a fact. If life wasn't put in check, then it would cease to exist. That was the truth which he wanted to instill in the universe. His whole planet died right in front of his eyes, and he could do absolutely nothing. He did suggest his genocide plan, but he was cast out for that. As a result, his planet died and only he was the one to survive. So he couldn't let that happen to any other planet in the entire universe.
Going to bed hungry, scrounging for scraps. Your planet was on the brink of collapse. I'm the one who stopped that.
Ignoring the fact that there are limited resources and unlimited wants was the biggest lie in his eyes. And he wanted to correct that. Thanos really was one of the best cinematic villains ever. And not being a liar ensured his seat at the throne of the best Marvel villain. We don't get such complex and well-written antagonists in every movie. So kudos to writers Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely for crafting Thanos in this way. A big salute to the Russo brothers for what they did with him in Infinity War and Endgame. Let's hope that the upcoming MCU villains will at least be half as good as Thanos was. Which incoming villain do you think could surpass Thanos in the MCU? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more of our exclusive content. We'd really appreciate that, as every subscriber helps us. And don't forget to check out some more fun videos on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!